Oh, well, today I'm talking to you about Doom Eternal again. Because Doom the Dark Ages, I've played it for a while, and at first I was kind of into it, and it was like kind of good and a good successor to Doom Eternal. But the more I played it, the more something just felt off. And I've got to say this, I prefer Doom Eternal. And I wish we would have gotten a sequel to Doom Eternal. Because the way the story ended made no sense. It was just out of nowhere, the Doomslayer loses all of his power, and for some fucking reason, killing the Dark Lord didn't do anything to all of his other creation. Like the fucking makers, they're there, and you lose your power for some fucking reason, and they don't, and they seal you back into the fucking tomb. Now that's such a bad ending because it's a cliffhanger and it makes you wonder what the fuck is going on for that to even have happened. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame. Entombed again, and this time for a reason that nobody knows and nobody cares to find out, except for me. Oh yeah, and by the way, the skin I'm using in the Doom Eternal gameplay is, I don't know what it's called, but it's this skin. It's the Praetor suit with the Amoran red surrounding it. I think it looks just like the Dark Lord, and I think I'm also more of a fan of the Doom 2016 Praetor suit over Eternal's suit because you don't have the forearms exposed, which I think Davoth, being a guy that likes his protection, as you can see when he's in a giant mech suit, I think Davoth would prefer to stay with the Praetor. Doom Eternal deserved a sequel because they legitimately ended it off at a nonsensical point where you need to know what the fuck's going on because the story just doesn't make sense anymore. So today in this little exercise we're going to be looking at what if scenarios. One of the two what if scenarios that I thought about for a long time, and I'm gonna start off with my more crazy one. What if at the end, when the Dark Lord was killed, he was somehow sent, because, somehow the Makers have their power and the Doomslayer doesn't. See, somehow, the power somehow in the plot is already like that. So what if, after getting killed, the Dark Lord was sent all the way back to Doom 1 and had to experience the Doomslayer's life? he's still standing. But then the Dark Lord explains himself, what happened to him. He tells him what happened, and that now they were on the exact same page, he and the Doomslayer. And in this case, well, this is where everybody lives happily ever after, because the Dark Lord and the Doomslayer work together with the Makers and the Father to restore the world to some kind of balance, and to together find the cure for aging and transfiguration in the case of the Makers. And so that's my Doom Eternal What If. Did you like it? Did you watch it? Did anybody watch this? Well, this is what it was. I'll try to have it edited with as much gameplay footage and cutscenes and stuff. So, let me just stretch. Well, this is it. I'm signing out, I guess. Have a good one.